I did it again. I know I addressed this issue in my last video, but, last night, let's see, February 21st, went and picked up another dog. Yup, that's my life now. I don't know what's wrong with me. This is 7 dogs now. But, I think I'm gonna find this dog's owner pretty quickly because he's like 6 months old, he's neutered, he's a purebred Rottweiler. You know how expensive those freaking dogs are? They're like $800. You don't even know the struggle that someone is going through right now. Okay, he's trained, he knows how to sit and shake. He's beautiful, by the way. Insert picture here. You know what I mean? God, he's gorgeous. I gave him the temporary name of Andrew. But I'm afraid that when I post up on Facebook about finding this dog, someone who is not the owner is going to come forward and be like, "Hey, that's my dog over there." And I'll be like, "Yeah? Is it?" They'll be like, "Yeah, man." Show me the paperwork. I gotta go. That is exactly how it would happen. That voice, being down here, and everything. That is exactly what would happen. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm a little cautious of putting a purebred Rottweiler on the internet just for free for anyone to take. But anyway, let's get to the story of how I got this dog, okay? The 7th dog. Now, let's be clear that I don't have 7 dogs just packed together in a yard because I live in more than one place. Like my grandma's house, there's 2 of my dogs there, Baby and Steven. My dad has 3 of the dogs at his house, Mick, Kieran, Benj. And then my mother has Shelby, and now Andrew, and Falcone and Pokey, but Falcone and Pokey is a cat and a turtle. So I'm not hoarding animals. The house to animal ratio is fine. I'm not just being obsessive. Anyway, the story of how I got the dog. I went out to my mother's house yesterday afternoon, Tuesday the 21st. I passed him on the bridge going out there. I just figured he was somebody's from one of the houses around there, He was friendly. So I just kept going. Then I came back out to my grandma's later that afternoon. Then when I was going back out to my mother's at 12-ish, 12-1, the dog was still there, and I passed him, and I was like, man, I should go back and get him. He's been out there a while, he's pretty skinny. And so I drove a little ways, I was nearly home, and I was like, oh, gotta go back and get him. So I turned around, nearly home, quite a few miles out, away from where I saw him, actually, and I went out there. I was out with my little flashlight. I was calling for the dog, And all I saw coming up from the creek were 2 little glowing eyes coming towards me, and I couldn't see him till he was about 10 feet in front of me. That's my life. If the thoughts that were running through my head, my thought was like, God, I hope that's the dog and not a bear or a coyote or some crap like that. Just stopped myself from cursing right there. Olivia. the dog. It's fine. He was really friendly, really smart. And so I got him all into the car, muddy, of course. Got all up in my lap. He was choking me out with his fur, just all pressed up against me. He's a big dog, too. He's just like, he's got to be like 7 or 8 months old, you know? He's already like 50 or 60 pounds. He's gonna be huge. You don't even know. Well, Rottweiler owners know. But, yeah. So I got him home. I was gonna keep him in the garage for the night, but I figured he would get into stuff, so I dug up some of my dog's old harnesses and put him on a rope out in the front yard that we had. He has a nice little dog house. It was about 2 in the morning before I got to bed. Woke up at 7-ish. Yeah, 7. Came back out, slipped out of the harness, of course, but he stayed there. So I just put him back on the harness, gave him some food and water, left for the day, went to school, came back this afternoon, checked on him, made sure he had water, and yep. My heart loves way too much, and this is my life. So, goodbye, viewers. Stay unique. This shirt is beautiful, just so you know. And I will see you next week.